And once we open our borders to the Chevaliers, and we really expect them to simply return from whence they came?
Yeah? They've got their own homes, you know.
Are you one of them? What happens to us now?
Right now, you go back to your homes.
Shiani? Did she send you here? Praise the Maker. We will not trespass long on your good graces. Come, everyone, let's go home.
Alrighty! There we go. Okay, you've got a... something. Robes of the Magister Lords. Slaver documents. Helmet, studded helmet. I wonder, can Wynn use that?
Quickly.
These robes. 10 fire and cold resistance. What's she got now? 2. This is definitely an upgrade. And it doesn't really look you. But I'll take performance over aesthetic any day. Anyway, let's get out of here. I wonder, now that we've freed these elven slaves, or what's left of them, the few that we were able to free, I completely forget what I was even supposed to be doing here in the alienage. What's this? Andraste's Grace. That's a gift. Okay. Whitewood. There's a Darkspawn Dagger, which is usually pretty crappy. Oh, hang on. Yeah, there we go. Alrighty. The, Soul Rot Bomb, Acid Flask. Incense of Andraste's Graces.
Oh, how dear of you. Thank you so much.
That was a, +6. Leliana approves. Nice. Yes, she does.
But Grandma calls. What's a girl to do? Have to be a good girl. Have to avoid the bad.
We're... okay. Let me check the journal. Unrest in the alienage. This evidence will certainly be useful in the Landsmeet. Yeah? What was I here to do in the first place, though? You've discovered that the missing elves have been sold into slavery by Caladrius, a Tevinter slaver. You have recovered evidence that shows that Loghain knew about this, and allowed it. It'll come in handy in the Landsmeet. So do I return now to Arl Eamon's estate? Because... people don't like elves, though, so would it really matter? Arl of Redcliffe's estate, yeah. Who would even care if a few elves went missing? 'Cause nobody likes elves, though. Right? I mean, I don't have a problem with elves. But... the question there... is will anybody else care? Alright, let me get through here. And, okay, in here. Arl Eamon.
Ah, there you are. I was about to send out a search party. I've been hearing of a great commotion in the alienage. What exactly happened there?
Loghain was, he was collaborating with a Tevinter slaver.
Make her forgive me. I should be appalled that such a thing could exist here. but I'm overjoyed you can implicate Loghain. We must end the civil war quickly. What the Blight does not corrupt in this land, politics surely will. The last of our allies have arrived in the city. We cannot delay any longer. I will call for the Landsmeet to convene. Bring Alistair and join me at the palace as soon as you are ready, Warden.
You got it, boss. Alrighty. Quest updated. Question: if I end this game, this quest, before I get the chance to bone Liliana, will I get the chance to do so during Awakening? Somebody post a comment. Also, speaking of which, a bit of an elephant in the room that I need to address. Much earlier in this LP, Duncan killed an innocent man, and I made a big deal about it. You guys told me the Grey Wardens are actually keeping a lot of secrets that need to be kept for very good reasons, and yet here I am about more than 100 episodes later, and I haven't seen much. The closest I've seen is that the Grey Wardens use blood magic, which I found out in the Warden's Keep DLC. That's honestly about it. I mean, is it coming soon? Because we're getting close to the end here. The Blight. The Landsmeet. You should meet him as soon as you can.
And so I shall.
Alrighty. Let's get Alistair. And I have to bring Alistair with me.
Yes.
Alrighty. Let's do this. I wonder, is this Landsmeet where Loghain is going to expose some of the atrocities the Grey Wardens have committed? Because that's the only way this could turn... That's the only way this story can actually keep the tension up. Because right now, we've got Loghain by the balls. And, it mostly... it doesn't look like he's gonna... I wonder, will he probably just whip out some whopper of a Grey Warden implication himself? In order to turn the tides on us. Because that's the only way this story could actually maintain its tension and drama, it seems. Anyway, I guess we'll only know when we get there. So let's head over there. Is there going to be an interruption? So far, no. They said the Landsmeet was a farce.
I am not surprised it has come to this. And Alistair, if you were even remotely worthy of being called Marik's son, you would already be in the Landsmeet, now wouldn't you? You have torn this nation apart to oppose my lord, and never once tried to understand why he is a hero to Ferelden. But do not think you will get past me to desecrate the Landsmeet itself. The nobles of Ferelden will confirm my lord as regent, and we can finally put this to rest once you are gone.
Turn aside, serve your queen, and save. Do you really not see what Loghain has become? Yeah, he killed the king, didn't you hear?
Cailan was a fool. He grew up a spoilt child in his ancestors' palace. He never knew what it was to be hunted, to starve. Maybe the Grey Wardens killed him, or maybe my lord let him die of his own foolishness. Either way, it may have saved Ferelden.
Okay, first of all, the Grey Warden's sole purpose in life is to stop the Blight. And he completely screwed us over in that regard. So now you admit it. He killed him? You support his war, he sold his own people into slavery. Loghain's an elf? How do you justify letting Owl Howl torture his subjects?
You think war is simple, don't you, Warden? You only fight monsters. No one sheds a tear over the death of an ogre. Torture is an ugly business. But sometimes it's the only way to learn what your enemy intends. And it is much harder to tell who the enemy is when all of them look like you.
Did he... Is Loghain an elf? He sold his own people into slavery. He sold the elves into slavery.
What was he supposed to do? You and Eamon were harassing him at every side, forcing him to empty the treasury to fight you. He never wanted a civil war. After Kaelin died, everyone was supposed to rally, come together to fight the Darkspawn without crying to Orlais for aid. He never anticipated Merrick's bastard would challenge the throne and force this war.
He could have just ended the Darkspawn right at Ostagar. Alright, this is getting us nowhere.
I can end the threat you pose to Ferelden. To arms, men!
Oh, for crying out loud.
Ready! We have done well!
Alrighty, and we are now back. Oh god, so many fights I'm gonna have to cut out this week. It's gonna take a while for me to figure out how long I need to be recording. Alrighty.
My lords and ladies of the Landsmeet, Tyrn Loghain would have us give up our freedoms, our traditions, out of fear. He placed us on this path, yet we should place our destiny in his hands? Must we sacrifice everything good about our nation to save it?
A fine performance, Aemon. But no one here is taken in by it. You would attempt to put a puppet on the throne, and every soul here knows it. The better question is who will pull the strings.
Ah! Here we have the puppeteer. Tell us, Warden, how will the Orlesians take our nation from us? Will they deign to send their troops, or simply issue their commands through this would-be prince? Where is the famous steadfastness of the dwarves? How much did it cost the Empress to buy your loyalty?
Shut up. Yeah, I'm not the one who betrayed us at Ostagar. Yeah, okay, first of all, we need to focus on the Blight.
There are enough refugees in Mybanor now to make that abundantly clear.
The South has fallen, Loghain. Will you let Darkspawn take the whole country for fear of Orlais?
The Blight is indeed real, Wolf. But do we need Grey Wardens to fight it? They claim that they alone can end the Blight, yet they failed spectacularly against the Darkspawn at Ostagar.
Because
They
you!
asked to bring with them 4 legions of Chevaliers. And once we open our borders to the Chevaliers, and we really expect them to simply return from whence they came?
Yeah? They've got their own homes, you know. Yeah, you did that. You sold Ferelden citizens into slavery to fund your war. You did that. You allowed Rendon Howe to imprison and torture innocents. Fled the field at Ostagar. Yes, you did.
Do tell, Dwarf. The whole Landsmeet has been quite frantic to hear a tactical analysis of Ostagar delivered by a clown.
You goaded him into making that charge. He believed the tales, Warden. He thought your handful of men would turn the tide for him. Strategy and consequences be hanged. What would you have me do? Kaelin's was not the only life in my hands. Should I have sacrificed the entire army for his mistake? Do not imagine that you can shame me with Kaelin's death. He was Marik's son. My king. No one regrets his loss more than I do.
No, you don't regret his loss. You've been trying to usurp his throne. Then you should atone by supporting Merrick's remaining son. And yet you tried to steal his throne from his widow. Good point. Do you regret having a blood mage poison Arleman? And as much as you regret selling elves, let how torture innocents is an odd way to show grief. Yeah, you were trying to steal his throne.
By all means, let us speak of Honora, Warden. For this is a matter close to my own heart. What have you done with my daughter?
We're discussing your crimes. What have I done? I've Yes!
You took my daughter, our queen, by force, killing her guards in the process. What arts have you employed to keep her? Does she even still live?
I believe I can speak for myself. Lords and ladies of Ferelden, hear me. My father is no longer the man you know. This man is not the hero of Riverdane. This man turned his troops aside and refused to protect your king as he fought bravely against the Darkspawn. This man seized Kaelin's throne before his body was cold and locked me away so I could not reveal his treachery. I would have already been killed, if not for this Grey Warden.
Loghain, listen to... Yeah. Thank you, Honora.
So, the Warden's influence has poisoned even your mind, Honora. I wanted to protect you from this.
My lords and ladies, our land has been threatened before. It's been invaded and lost and won times beyond counting. We Fereldans have proven that we will never truly be conquered so long as we are united. We must not let ourselves be divided now. Stand with me, and we shall defeat even the Blight itself!
Southreach stands with the Grey Wardens.
Dragon's Peak supports the Warden! The Western Hills throw their lot in with the Wardens. Make her help us.
I stand by Loghain. We've no hope of victory otherwise.
I'm with Loghain. Who else could defeat the Blight? Loghain, I'm with you.
This bodes ill for us all.
So it's a... I heard 3 sectors voting for the Wardens and 2 sectors voting for Loghain. So... don't we still win? Nothing's been... How can they follow that traitor? So, what happens now?
The Landsmeet has spoken. Following these Grey Wardens has cost us our king. We must not allow it to cost us our country. I charge Eamon, Alistair, and this Warden with treason. Someone escort my daughter back to her room. Take the traitors outside to await execution.
To arms! We will not be taken without a fight!
Oh my god.